Now remember, Nazon Zazon Boney. Gotta watch that. Oh, where's my eye? Oh dear, it's hard working this camera. Like I said, I'm a bit of a noob. But anyway, always wear a furry hat so your stalkers can always pick you out in the crowd. You know what I mean? You want them following you. I had a couple the other day. It was beautiful, beautiful. I love it when they follow me. I get so excited. Oh, I nearly hide in a pub on Northgate Street, or I run into Cobham. You know, I didn't sure yet. We'll see. Anyway, that's another story, eh? Or I could hide in the betting shop on Northgate Street. Oh no, not Northgate Street. On oh, where is it? Where is it? Regent Road. I could hide in there, I suppose, couldn't I? Anyway, and then watch someone in the pub. Anyway, yes, today I'm going to let you listen to a few bailiffs, yeah? We don't want any bailiffs. Remember, they're coming after you. I'm going to give you some phone calls, yeah? Well, the bailiffs have tried to levy money from me. And so I'm going to go through a few phone calls with you. Let me get my mic. So I'm going to go through, look, bailiff fears as council chase unpaid tax debts, yeah? Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, right, it's all fear. Do you know what I mean? The thought of bailiff charges, the thought of prison has, of course, been a source of stress. So who is that? That's the police coming to... That's not apart from the bailiffs. They bring the police or whatever. They hope you ring the police. Do you know what I mean? So when they turn up, they help. Then the police go, "Oh, we'll help you." You know what I mean? And they help they help the bailiffs more than they do the actual the citizens. Do you know what I mean? Who they're supposed to protect. So ringing the police is just waste of bloody time. But they have to do a peaceful, lawful entry. Yeah. But I'll get more into that later. No bailiffs were hurt during this video, except their pride. They're more likely to come out of me for this. They sort of do that, don't they? Anyway, I'll put them on notice. There is a 5-letter process. You can find that on lawful dissent, and yeah, this stops the bailiffs and the courts. I put them on notice for everything. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is the bailiffs, yeah, so I'm not going to go into this bit of it, but this is what they do. They threaten you with the police, courts and all the rest of it. Oh, you could go to jail and all that sort of stuff. Trust me, they don't want you, well, they won't want you after I've educated you in their courts. You're not even supposed to go in their courts anyway. First thing you do is ask the magistrate for his oath. He ain't got an oath. He's going to run out of court. He's then going to come in 3 times trying to eradicate you out of the court, and then if he can't do that, you take that, and then you obviously take control of the court yourself. Do you know what I mean? But before we even get there, we'll be asking who's the Freemasons, who's running the Freemason, police what come on the door. Is the bailiff's Freemason? Look at this guy here, yeah? This is like he barged his way in, yeah, to a house, yeah? He was on Celebrity Can't Take It Away, yeah? Was it Can't Pay, Will Take It Away, yeah? And he was acting like a burglar, really forcing his way into the house. And with no police there, when they did turn up, yeah, they defended him, and he got away at court, obviously, because there was no proof that he was acting as a burglar or something. Do you know what I mean? But he got cleared of it, you know, but he's trying to force his way into the house. But there was a little bit here, which my wheel is terrible on this mouse. I need to slow it down or something. Lock the front door. They tried having difficult push past him. Is at this bit then, and standing still. I'll arrest a lot of you. Right, you're not coming in and get out. In a shock, he threw himself at the door. You wouldn't expect a high court employee to act like that. So he's acted, you know, he's at the door, like throwing himself at the door, and the person, obviously the people behind it, are a bit scared. But this bloody wheel. Anyway, where is it? Here somewhere. Let me just scroll up a little bit. Bear with me, I will get to the phone calls. Some of them are just tongue-in-cheek. I couldn't find the police one I had where I was asking the you know, like the women on the patrol thing with the phones. I was going, I'm looking for a policeman. I will find it. And she go, oh yeah, you know, do you know his badge number? I says no. I know I had a long number on it though. Do you know what I mean? And I give her a random number. I think I can't remember. And then, but the most important thing is I said he's about 6 foot tall. She go, well, there's lots here, what, 6 foot tall? And then I've gone, well, he's broad shoulders, like bald head, just kept describing, you know, everything what a policeman was. and you know, dressed in black and things like that, and you could see her temperature rising. You know, in the end she got really pissed off with me, but anyway, that's another story. I asked him to step out of the doorway. I wasn't happy, so I arrested him for violence to secure entry. Was there? It was a residential property and a commercial property. See what I mean? I was unaware whether this was a residential property or a commercial property. I didn't realise till we were back at the police station. See, what does that mean? Surrender entry. When people say bailiffs can't come in unless you invite them, we can enter through any open door, and there certainly wasn't any unreasonable force in this case, right? So they can. So like I said, always keep your door locked. Yeah. Wait a minute. I do that happened on that day. It could have been done in any other way because it's less fuss. As a company should know their affairs and their. Oh yeah, normally I wouldn't speak to a solicitor in a scene, did it? It used to be a solicitor, do it the same way, can be wrong. I think it's on the next bit, sorry. Stick with me. Oh no, where is it? Oh, I've gone right past it. This bloody mouse. Oh yeah, look. That ain't it. Oh, well, you'll have to read it yourself. I can't find it. You know what I mean? I can't find it, but it just tells you where the policeman... Oh yeah, there it is. That's the bit. Sorry. Yeah, PC Simon Clark told the hearing, although we work with bailiffs quite often, giving them support, you know what I mean, so they can rob people, we had never come across this before. I was explaining that under the bailiff's power, there was no entry unless it was peaceful. See, so they must do a peaceful entry. Do you know what I mean? Remember that. If it's not peaceful, as soon as they knock on your door, just don't open it anyway. You know what I mean? I'll let you listen to some of my recordings where they're at my door. You know what I mean? I'm telling, and I'm enjoying a cup of tea, a slice of cake, and ripping the piss out of them. You know what I mean? But that's another story. Always record them. Always film them. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, look. Can you see what do they look like? Do you know what I mean? This is what the courts. These are what the courts, the Freemason courts, are hiring. You know what I mean? These are thugs, paid thugs. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they are. Look, police uniforms. Look, you see what I mean? They dress them up like police uniforms with the little cameras and that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, here they are. Look, they're just policemen. You know what I mean? You know, here they are. Look, policemen. Look, that's can't take it away or whatever they are. See, just police dressed as policemen. They're glorified. They work for the council. Do you know what I mean? And they're just bailiffs that work for the Norfolk County Council, which are Freemasons. I wonder how many Freemasons are now standing there, do you think? Eh? Do your research. Yeah? Freemason. Freemasons. You know what I mean? And I think there's one of them already been done in court a couple of times for something dodgy. Do you know what I mean? But that's what they send. They send thugs. What's this one? Done. If the penalty charge has been paid within the 21... Oh, yeah, this is coronavirus, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where we go to see it. Let me go back here, because with this... Right, and then I'm going to play my... This is Cedar Group, that come round mine, yeah. The first phone call, there's two, actually, both from Cedar Group, and you'll see him say, I owe him X amount of money, blah, blah, blah. But I served the notices on them, and... There you go. They act as HM Courts and Tribunal Service, yeah? And the HM Courts and Tribunal Services are run by Freemasons. So, what do? You keep paying off Freemasons, you know what I mean? This is what they keep doing. They keep sending Freemasons to your door. Make sure they're not Freemasons. Ask them, yeah? You know what I mean? All the courts, and it don't matter what court you're working in, as Freemasonry, yeah? You know what I mean? And this is their guidance on better enforcement officers scam. Do you know what I mean? They're telling you there's a scam. Do you know what I mean? People are coming around to your door. Do not pay over the telephone, right? Well, why are they trying to get me to pay over the telephone? I can ring up anyone, send a letter out, fraudulent. You'll hear that in the letter. Also, notice the Cedar Group, the one eye. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hand over eye, the one eye. Watch that. Like I said, it's just Freemasons. That's all they are. You know what I mean? Anyway, but this is their, for scamming, yeah? Even though they're the scammers themselves, do you know what I mean? This is the reviews on Cedar Group, yeah? Bad. Of course they're bad. You'll see why they're bad when I play this recordings back, yeah? You see, and this is the first time them knocking on my door, or before they even got in the door, do you know what I mean? They're threatening locksmiths and all this sort of stuff, yeah? This is how they work, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Later, for me to take a PM on my card, checked bank account, and they continually took payments from my account. I'm not the debtor. Do you know what I mean? See, they just kept taking his payments. Do not pay them anything, ever. You know what I mean? Look, and you can read their reviews on it. I'm not going to go through it. It's all there. Do you know what I mean? See, look, my V insurance document. What are these people off their rocker, man? Do you know what I mean? Look, send their V1 forms in and things like this. Don't even go with them. Do you know what I mean? They're just a Masonic company working for Freemasonry. Do you know what I mean? This is what they do, you know. 600 quid by that night. The latest text which I received today stated if it related to felonies penalties for see, they keep threatening HMCTS Masonic courts, do you know what I mean, had imposed. Do you know what I mean? This is all just Freemasonry. You know what I mean? They send Freemasonry bailiffs round your door. Stop paying them. Don't give them anything and question what they're who and what they're working for. Do you know what I mean? Again, look, this is another one. That I just see this letter from the Sshhed group. Yeah, do not ignore this message. An enforcement agent may be allocated to your account and your goods may be removed. You can now pay this link. Dun dun dun. You know what I mean? It's just there, and most of the time, everyone's complying because you're sheep. You know what I mean? Don't be a sheep. Net mums, look, they're picking on mums, look. You know what I mean? With babies and that. Do you know what I mean? With kids. You know what I mean? A bailiff firm called Sshhed is saying they can't stop enforcement action unless advised to do so by their client. Yeah, their client, which is Freemasons. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. You can go research all on. There's hundreds and hundreds of groups on them. You know there is. Do you know what I mean? But everyone keep moaning about, oh, this bailiff, that bailiff, this bugger that. Get up behind it and look who's behind it. Do you know what I mean? Look, here they are knocking on the doors like they're all good and kind. Look, working at their doors. Look, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? See all their little services. You know what I mean? This is their action plan. Do you know what I mean? Fairness and expertise. Look, right? This is Sshhed Group fairness. Okay. Yeah, they employ 1,000 plus employees. Do you know what I mean? They get 250 plus million debt fairly collected. Imagine that. All that money. Do you know what I mean? All right, some people do owe it. Some people do, are entitled to pay their debts. But that's between the people thingy. Nothing to do with these. These are just hired Masonic thugs for the government. Do you know what I mean? Not good, not good. Anyway, let's get to I'm getting so excited to these phone calls. You're going to listen to these, I'll tell you. Fairness in the operation. Look, as a group, we are unified in our shared sense of purpose in bringing fairness to life. Now, if you ain't watched this, right, yeah, you'd read this, yeah, you'd know all about it. But until I play these recordings to you, or you read what's going on, you don't know nothing about it. But just look, it's not just about, it's not just about the bailiffs. It's about the courts, yeah, and who runs the courts, who's behind the courts. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, it's not just, it goes bailiffs, police, right? So both the bailiffs and the police are Freemasons, right? They then take you to the courts or whatever they're doing. You actually don't even attend court. They actually do this and rubber stamp it. Do you know what I mean? So you don't even go to court for your fines or whatever they impose on you. Do you know what I mean? Because they know when I go into court, I'll be asking for the oaths and that. Do you know what I mean? They normally bring in a stripe or stipe for me. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter anyway. That's another story. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. Behind it all, I see you see a policeman, you see a bailiff. I don't. I see a Freemason, and I see a Freemason working for the council, and I see the council working for the Freemasons in government. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is, and that's your local Masonic lodge. Everything that's decided in your town is decided in the Masonic lodge first. That's where all your stuff is decided. The whole bloody shebang of it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this is their standards, yeah, of cooperation, blah blah, same old crap. Do you know what I mean? Spit like the government. They give you a load of we'll do this and we're good as this and good as that, but enforcing it or doing anything with it, you know what I mean? Now this is the people, their stakeholder relationships. Look, citizen voice, they control that. There ain't nothing there what they're using there, right? Any of that what they don't control. Do you know what I mean? And they control it through the government. So it doesn't matter. They all work together. So when you go complaining to these people, do you know what I mean? They're in with them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Crazy stuff. Crazy. Unreal. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, let's keep going on. Right, look, here he is. Look, I've served the notice on each and every one of these. Yeah. Nicked subs. I got a reply. I can't show you. I wish I could. Well, I could later. I suppose upload it and that. But Paul Caddy. Do you know what I mean? John Mason. I think I got a reply from him, Andy Cummins. I didn't think I subpoenaed it. Well, I call it subpoenaed, and I don't think I did anything with him. Yeah, I just went for the top boys, I think, and the actual bailiff that come round on my door. I can't remember who that was, but these are the people. Find out. I bet you they're Freemasons, because I asked them, they wouldn't tell me who was a Freemason. What's that to do? Well, you'll listen to the conversation, but you know, what was this bit here? This bit is it governance. You know what I mean? Yeah, govern. You see what I mean? They want to govern you. Yeah, they're independent. They're not independent because like I said, here he is. Look. You're telling me, right, Mr. Sir Martin Nari, yeah, is not a Freemason? Of course he is. You know what I mean? He's a prison guard Freemason as well. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying this is what they hire. It's all to do with hiring and firing Freemasons. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Freemason. Prove me wrong. Come on. Prove me wrong. Freemasons. Trust me. That's who they are. Freemasons. That's what they are. Once you learn the Freemasons, you know what I mean, then you got to start calling them out what they are, like I do. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Sshhed group. Look, fairness in operation, okay? Look at that. Now I'll show you their fairness in operation. This is Sshhed group, right? The first two calls I'm going to look, you've got to bear with me because I have to search them up on my phone, if you know what I mean. But I'll try and do that quick for you. I've got the first one at the ready, so that ain't too bad. But yeah, this is good. Here we go. Get ready. I mean, at first, right, when he calls me, he goes, you owe me boom, boom, boom. And you don't even hear me reply or do anything. And what? And if I can remember anything in between, I'll try and pause it and obviously tell you and try and sort of gear a thingy. So here we go, right? Here's Mr. Sshhed Group with their fairness, okay? Here we go. Oh no, straight away it just bailed on me, didn't it? How do I replay that? Oh, wait there, let me just do that again. Oh, what a nightmare. It bailed on me straight away. Wait there. Right. One item will be downloaded. See notifications. Right, wait there, it's downloading it again. Oh, nightmare. Right, here we go. Oh, actually, I think I've got it here. Let's try that. Allow.
Okay, so the outstanding balance is 647 at the moment, and that's going to go up by 175 when the locksmith gets there, and then the removals team is going to be an extra 110. Hello? And what, sorry?
Well, what? And what? I've got no contract with you.
You've got no contract with me. You don't need a contract with me, sir. It's the magistrate's court fine.
Well, I ain't got no contract with the magistrates neither. I ain't got no, you got a wet signature on that statement or whatever you got?
Is this all to do with the silly poster on your front door, sir?
The what?
Is this all to do with the silly poster that's on your front door?
What silly poster?
And the silly phone call you made to the office about the Magna Carta. Is this all to do with this wet signature business?
I don't.
Well, the Magna, right, what happened there, right, he's gone on about a poster on my front door. I've got the Magna Carta, Article 61. First of all, there's a warning that puts him under his oath, and then the second one, and the police, of course, and then the second one, refusal of rights of access. That's why he went away and then started phoning me, you see what I mean? Because he got the refusal of rights of access. I wish I'd have hunted up his conversation at the door where I was saying, I'm having a nice cup of tea and all that, and he's going to get his locksmith and all this. Obviously no one turned up, no locksmiths, no one kicks the door in, no one did anything because the signs on my door, which was Article 61, kept him at bay. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, and then I served all these notices on each and every team leader in the office. But anyway, that's what he's gone on about, and he's gone, the silly this, silly that. You know what I mean? I should have got him up on the screen. I could have shown you a picture of him. He's a right big guy with a big mask and that. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, don't be scared. You know what I mean? They can't do anything. Right, here we go. Get ready. Let me press play.
No, you got my papers yet? I just served a load of papers on all of you.
You've served papers, have you? How have you done that?
All right. Well, you'll get them soon.
How have you done that?
Well,
how have you done that, sir?
Well, you'll see. Well, I ain't got to tell you anything. I've got no contract with you. You're now harassing me. That's the second phone call you've made to me, what I call unsolicited.
Okay, that's fine. But this is happening today, okay? This is happening today.
Well, do
This is
whatever
happening
you
today, sir.
That's okay, yeah. Do it with the...
You can either open the door or I come through with the locksmith. It's totally up to you at this stage.
Well, no, it's entirely up to you. You know what I mean? You want COVID-19, that's down to you, isn't it? But you certainly won't be doing it to me.
Have you got COVID-19?
It's got nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with you. I ain't got to answer you.
Well, you've got an outstanding magistrate's court fine. If there's any problems, you are welcome to call the police that you don't believe in.
I don't need to call the police. I don't need to call the police.
No?
No.
You sure?
You've got to do peaceful inquiry, ain't you? Even if you got, you know, how are you going to do that with COVID-19? What are you going to do? Bring COVID-19 to my door?
Okay, so when there's a magistrate's court fine issued, you are able to use locksmith to enter the property.
Well,
so that's not
get your locksmith then. Get your locksmith.
Yeah, they'll be there within the hour, sir. I've just left your car park. I should be back within 45 minutes. Okay.
Well, it depends if it's my car park, isn't it? And if you're at my property.
Sorry?
Well, it depends if you're at my property, isn't it? Are you at my property? Where do I live? Where do I live?
I've just left your property, sir.
Oh,
25 Cornelia Green. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, I've just posted a letter through your door. I've just posted a letter through your door. I'm supposed to let through your door, which is notice
so if that's went through my door, then I shall get that letter and I shall serve a notice back on you, wouldn't I?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't
Quite embarrassing.
Oh,
no, you don't.
Well, are you embarrassed, are you? Well, you ain't got to be embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for you, sir. I'm embarrassed for you.
No, you ain't got to be embarrassed for me. I'm quite all right, thank you. You're the one posting letters through people's doors. I don't even know what you're on about. You know what I mean?
It's the outstanding magistrate's court fine that you don't see the group about.
Hey?
You do know about this?
Knew about what? I don't know nothing. I don't have no
Magistrate's
contract with you. Note your signature's wet on that warrant as well.
Well, I suggest you phone the court, sir, because you don't need to wet
phone the courts. I do not need to phone the courts. You know what I mean?
Why is that?
Why? You know why?
Why is that?
Because I've got no contract with you. I've got no contract with the courts. I stand under Article 61, and that is me. You know what I mean?
You're under Article 61. What's Article 61?
Didn't you know? You better go check your law if you're dealing with the law, apparently.
I don't deal with the law, sir. I deal with enforcement. I don't deal with the law.
Well, enforcement, you've still got to stand under the law, haven't you?
We stand under the law, sir, but we work on enforcement. We don't work on articles. Is Article 61 something to do with the 1225 Magna Carta, I'm guessing?
Everything in the Parliament was revoked in I can't remember the dates, you know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I ain't got to justify myself. You go get your locksmith if you think you can get. You've had refusal of rights of access in here. I'll now give you it again. You've just been tape recorded, yeah, on my phone.
That's fine. That's fine.
I know it is.
That's fine.
It is. And you'll be, and you've got enough served papers on you and your office and your CEOs as well. You know
okay, just to make you aware, use a recording against them. You've got to tell them before.
You what?
You make a recording. Use a recording on somebody. You've got to tell them before that you're going to record them.
Well, I ain't telling you anything. I'm telling you now, ain't I? I'll tell you when I
no,
feel like it. It doesn't matter.
Not yet.
I'm telling
that's
you.
How it works.
I'm telling you. Not
that's how it works. Yeah.
Well, if that works like that, then it don't matter, do it. Point.
See, always make sure you record shit. Yeah, they don't like that. Record and film. As soon as they turn up on your door, record, film, record, film. They don't like it. And like I said, the more evidence you gain, do you know what I mean? It's all presentable to the, to the people. Do you know what I mean? And this is how you deal with these people. You keep recording, watching, especially lodge watch. Right, here we go.
I've got you.
Okay, well,
on my property. COVID-19. I'll tell you what is your actual office doing to protect people from COVID-19 if you're cracking the doors open?
You're on
lockdown, aren't we?
Yeah, but the Lord Chancellor has enabled us to work through this lockdown, sir.
Oh, what, just knock people's doors down with COVID-19? How are you checked? Have you been checked?
Nobody's knocking the door down. I have been checked, thank you, yes.
All right.
Have you been checked,
We'll see the paperwork on that, won't we?
Why should I show you my paperwork on my medical records, sir?
Well, because you're saying you ain't got COVID-19. You've got to prove it.
No, I haven't.
Well, you have, because I'm going to... Well, it doesn't matter. You're not going to bring a COVID round to my house, anywhere where I live. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can crack in any door you want, but you ain't going to find me.
Yeah, this is your choice, sir. This is your choice right now.
It's my choice. Of course it is. It's your choice as well, isn't it?
Well, please do take heed of the notice that's been posted through the door today, and we'll see you
Well,
in about
through the door, but make sure it's you better make sure it's the right door, don't you? Because if it ain't, you're the one who's going to get done for burglary.
Yeah, what, 25 Cornelia Green?
I don't know, is it? You tell me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that is where you live, yeah. That is where you live, sir, yeah.
Well, if that's where I live, then you do what you need to do, don't you? You know what I mean? Get your locksmith, come through the door, and you'll and you'll be able to take any property that you deem fit that you find in there, won't you?
Absolutely. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, that's right. And there won't be no burglary charge on you, will there? Or the locksmith?
No, sir. No, sir, no.
Because you've got a magistrate court standing behind you, yeah? Even though
they're not standing behind it, we're taking the warrant.
Well, they are, they're standing under you. You've got a warrant, didn't you?
They're not standing up for me.
You've got a warrant, though, ain't you? You've got a warrant? You've got a warrant?
If I was to break the law, they wouldn't
be standing up. The warrant's got a wet signature on it, and is it valid? Because if it ain't, you will be prosecuted. I can guarantee you the person whose door you crack in is going to prosecute you.
Yeah, we don't do wet signatures.
Do your worst then. Do your worst. Go get your locksmith, and I'm sure the person who lives there will see you in an hour. Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do my worst. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, I hope that worked. Do you know what I mean? That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But this is what I'm saying. This is what they try to put, they try to thingy. This is a police Knights Templar, yeah? It's the policeman and he's a Knights Templar, yeah? Listen to this.
Safety camera and central ticket office. If your call is an emergency, please hang up and dial 999. If your call relates to any other policing matter, please hang up and dial safety document.
Right, let me just go forward this.
He's Collector's manager. He's 6. Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Oh, right, I thought...
If you're calling for any
Right,
other
I think that's about there.
Go on. Oh, right. What is your traffic justice manager? As soon as I get that name, I'll be able to help you and send him a letter.
Oh, right, okay. So who are you first, sir?
Oh, sorry. Stuart. I've got a conditional offer notice. Do you want the number?
Oh, yeah, I'm just writing your name down. Right, go on, give us your number then.
That's... Oh, God. Wait a minute. I should have had glasses. Where are they? Yep. Wait there, sorry. Right, it's 036...
Yeah.
205.
Oh yeah, this is just my whatever name, you know what I mean? The old credit number.
651.
So we don't want him to know that.
1220.
Right, there you go.
Right, let's have a little look at that then.
I just need the traffic justice manager. Who signed the paper? I don't know who it is.
Right. Okay.
So you want to serve this dude a notice, yeah? Watch this. He tells me he's a Knights Templar. I've actually had him in conversation doing the, certain rituals with me. That's how bad it is. I'll have to look them up as well. I've got them on phone as well, where they're going, where I'm saying like Alpha and Omega, do you know what I mean? The beginning and the end, all of that sort of stuff, do you know what I mean?
Right, can you just confirm your address, please?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll keep that coughing. Even though my stalkers know where I live, I'll still try and cover it from everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Right, here we go.
So a speeding offence then 45 miles an hour, is that?
Where's that 45 miles an hour come from?
Right,
We're caught on no camera.
Let's have a look.
And I ain't sure which one this is, but I want to know, at the end of the day, I don't know which one, where this
Right,
was.
okay.
Was that on North Drive, was it?
Yeah, you were you were stopped by a police officer.
Yeah.
So he would explain. So he issued you music. Yeah. So he's clocked you with the kind of the camera within the car.
I was in the car.
45 miles an hour. Speed less than 40. Vehicle seen at high speed northbound. Follow check times. The speed's up to 69 and 12. Yeah, so he's recorded your speed with a vehicle, and then stopped you, and then reported you at the side of the road.
Yeah, well, you know, his speed. I mean, there weren't no cameras or anything, and that's my.
Well, he's got it calibrated within the police car. So I mean, if you want to dispute that, then you can take them out of court, sir.
Oh, that's what I'm now doing. I need to. What's the traffic justice manager's name?
I'll just mention that on this speeding, it was actually a traffic policeman on a motorbike. I suppose I could upload that as well. And what it was, he like come along, and I said put the speed, obviously the tachometer, what he's speeding or whatever he's supposed to do. How he's done that on the motorbike, I don't know. It wasn't a police car that stopped me. It was actually a police bike. But it wasn't a police bike like the normal ones. It was like a trials bike. You know, I don't even know where it wasn't. Let's put it this way: it wasn't a normal police bike. Yeah, it was a trial, like a policeman on a trials bike, basically. And this is what they'd done before for speeding. Yeah, but I sent them videos on thingy. They sent me two case numbers on this, right? Yeah, and in one case, and I've got it on film. One case number, I put a stick where the geezer arrested me on his bike. Yeah. And the other one I left blank, but they tried to trick me, and I'll show you that. I've got it here. I've got it. They tried to put two different case numbers on it, so like say one case was 123 and the other case number was 234. Do you see what I mean? But for the same offence, do you know what I mean? So in one I put the stick in with the evidence of him, where I've said to him clearly I want the speed, I wanted the whole bike put into evidence, because I think when he rammed into my back wheel trying to stop me, you know what I mean, that put the tachometer out and all that, do you know what I mean? But obviously they tried this ploy of, sending two cases to me from two different places, do you know what I mean? To, so they could win the case. But this is all going to come out in, obviously, this appeal I'm doing, do you know what I mean? Because they're not allowed to do that. That's what that's all about, do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's carry on, because that's still going on, this case anyway. Like I said, I wanted him to put the whole this calibrated bloody thingy into an evidence bag, do you know what I mean? Because if he was ramming into my back wheel with his front wheel, then obviously that puts it out, doesn't it? But we'll see. And obviously I refused the contract with him and denied everything.
What?
That's the one. On the notice I got.
Yeah.
On the Central Ticket Office, it says, "It's yours sincerely, Traffic Justice Minister." What is his name?
Right. Okay. Well,
because I can't understand it.
Well, that's. I mean, that's just sign it off. That's actually us who then let us come to. So if you want to go to court, then
no, I don't want. I want the dude's name. Who's the geezer who signed it? The chap. I mean, I'm entitled to his name, and I should.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can answer the query myself. Actually, to be honest.
Well, no, because I need to serve him papers on him. Do you know what I mean? For being treasonous. Do you know what I mean? And work for a treasonous corporation. So I'm serving him papers and notice.
You're serving him papers. What? Why are you serving him papers? Can I ask why?
Yeah, of course you can. I've got no worries. Yeah. Because he's like in a treasonous corporation. I'm on Article 61. I've already, and he's like doing my rights to travel, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? So I want to serve a notice on him. You know what I mean? Because he's working for a treasonous corporation. Do you know what I mean? And I need his name.
What, the police are a treasonous?
Well, they work for the government. You work for the government, didn't they? So.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. And the government are treasonous. They were like, they've done a lot of naughty little things what are not too good. They're supposed to serve the people, not serve themselves, really. Or they wouldn't be living in big houses, would they? I mean, look at that. All right, let's put it this way. For years, we've had homeless people. You stick a bit of coronavirus on the street, and every homeless person has now got a place to live. It's amazing, isn't it? Where they said they couldn't do it, things like that, But anyway, I want to just serve him a notice. Who is the traffic justice manager?
His name is Philip Payne.
Philip Payne, you're the business, mate. Thank you, Philip. Wait there.
Right. So you got right. Okay. Are you going to comply with the
how do you spell Payne? Is that P-A-I-N?
P-A-Y.
Oh, P-A-Y. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate N-E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Yeah. What's that? You asked me. Sorry.
I said, are you going to comply with the notice we sent you then?
No, I'm already in like thingy with you, ain't I? Like I've already sent you a notice. And that if you look me up, there should be a notice sent to you.
Oh right, yeah. What is that? Are you the person who sent all them documents in?
That's right. Yeah, that's me.
Oh right. Okay, yeah, I'll
see what I mean?
That's you, is it?
Yeah, that's me.
Right, nice one. All right, I'm talking to the man then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay then. Well, good luck with your treasonous papers. And
I try.
all right, then you crack on then, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
See ya.
And you, my man. Oh, by the way, what's your name?
My name is Martin.
Martin,
that's all you're getting.
see what I mean? You wouldn't let me put you on notice, would you? Anyway,
no, well,
all right.
What do you want to put me on notice for? I've been really nice to you on the phone.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking. I'm only...
all right, so am I joking.
But but all I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Have a great day, baby.
You can have my name. I'm a Knight Templar. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Yeah, see,
bye.
you know, don't you? You know what I mean? Naz on Boney. You know what I mean? Key to the hidden treasure. I know as well, sir.
Right. Come on, you've had your time now. I've got to go, all right?
Yeah, you're all right, mate. Have a great day.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
You're all right.
Bye.
See you in the east.
See you in the east. They're all travelling east, remember that. You know what I mean? But this is what it's about, you see. They try these little tricks and tactics, right? Let me get this Cedar group because I've done him first because he come up first, so I thought, oh, I better do him. But I'll go back to this. Let me just do a quick search for this Cedar group dude. Phone 202-0122, that's underscore. This is Cedar group number 2, what I done. 1, 2, 4. This must be it. Here we go. Right, hopefully. Hello. What happened there, Dwight? Right there. Come on. Oh, here we go. No results. What the hell? Right, search and drive. Let me just try that again. Right, P-H-O-N-E. Bloody hell, I should have put names to this and it would have been a lot quicker. But anyway, if you look up on my screen, you can see that even the geezer who works for Cedar Group is actually admitting what they do. And they know they do it, you know what I mean? And this is what they are. They're corrupt, and they need stopping. Do you know what I mean? And if people don't get together to stop it, they're going to keep coming, and they'll be coming forever. You know what I mean? They'll never ever stop. I think this is it. 261287. Yeah, this is it. Here we go. All right. This is my second phone call. Right, here we go.
Thank you for calling Cedar Group. For English, press 1.
Right,
for
get through this.
Because I ain't contracted.
For legal or training purposes.
See, they record us, right?
Hello, you're through to Molly at the Cedar Group. Can I start by taking your reference number, please?
No. You won't get my reference number. Because I ain't contracting with you. Do you know what I mean? Hello?
Sorry, what was that, sir? Hello?
I ain't contracting with you. Do you know what I mean? You sent me a message that I have to pay you monies, yeah?
Yes.
Wicked. Now, and you want me to call your office, yeah? And the warrant, or whatever you've been served, I'm not actually, like under the government, if you know what I mean. I've signed off on the Magna Carta, that's for starters. And I got no contract with you at all. I didn't owe you any monies or anything else. What contract did I sign with you?
Okay, sir. So we work on behalf of the courts and tribunal services to collect outstanding debts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's with them, isn't it? But what's my contract with you? What contract money do I owe you personally?
Okay, so I can't access your account until we've passed data protection to have a look at this, so I will need your reference number.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. You're saying you're this. You could be a fraud company. I mean, is your company run by Freemasons? Is the managing director, I mean, I've already looked them up anyway, but if that's run by Freemasons, isn't that part of the government scheme because they've got two lodges in Westminster? Is this a is this like a Masonic like gang stalking type thing where you're going to try and demand money off people because they're not part of the free, you know, I mean, like I said, they got all the money, they got all the businesses, they own all the bloody court. So we'd just like to know if your Freemason, like, company directors and CEO, do you know what I mean, are working for the courts, which obviously, again, is Freemason. We want to know if they're collecting the money for the Freemasons or actually for the government, which is the Freemasons anyway. So how are we proceeding with this? Because I've got no contract with you at all, have I? To be honest.
Okay, so we've been employed by the courts and tribunal services to collect debts on behalf of them.
Yeah,
so that's who we
on
are.
their behalf, exactly. So I don't owe you no money, do I? So there's no point turning up at my door because I don't owe you anything. That's through the courts, isn't it? And that's a civil matter as well, isn't it?
Okay, sir. So what we do, like I say, is we deal with outstanding financial matters on behalf of the courts and tribunal services.
That's right.
So we work closely.
So you've got nothing to do with me, have you? Do you see what I mean?
So yes,
You're
we have.
nothing to do with me. So no, you ain't. Because if you come to my door, I'll be serving you a notice. Yeah, I'm taking you to court myself. You know what I mean?
Okay, sir. I can rest assure you that we are employed by the courts and tribunal services.
You can be, but who are they employing? Who are they employing? You're a private company, yeah. You're not official. You're not anything to do with the government, are you? You're a private company, aren't you? Run by Freemasons. Yeah?
No, we're not, sir. We are employed by Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Services, who are employed by the government.
Exactly, the Freemasons. Yeah, they actually run all the courts. Didn't you know that? You know what I mean? And your company directors are Freemasons as well. Did you know that?
Okay, sir. I'm not sure what you mean by Freemasons. So what I can ask is...
And that is the problem within the UK, you see. No one knows what a Freemason is, but they're in your town, in every town and city throughout the UK. Do you see what I mean? And they're running all the government offices, including your councils, your social services, and obviously your debt collectors as well. And they run your doors and your drugs as well, by the way, just in case you didn't know that one. But this is the point, you see what I mean? No one knows about the Freemasons, so you're actually working for a corporation of Freemasons. Did you know that? Ask your boss if it'll be a Templar, right? Your boss, yeah, more than likely be a Templar. And what you're actually doing is corporating money for the Freemasons to actually do more corruption around the UK. But anyway, you come to my door, you'll be getting served a notice yourself because you're a private company. I've got no contracts with you or anyone else. Do you know what I mean? And that is all I've got to say about it, really.
Okay, sir. So are you not willing to let us access your account today to discuss this matter?
There you go. Accept it. No, I don't accept anything. I don't consent to you asking me and demanding money. Do you know what I mean? With menaces.
Okay, sir. So if you're not willing to go through the data protection with me, then I can't actually help you with this matter.
You wouldn't help me with it anyway, even if you had my details. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all coronavirus up here, so you can't come round to my door anyway. Do you know what I mean? So what are you going to do?
Okay, sir.
You know, the virus is a hoax anyway, made up by the Freemasons, so you can't even collect your debt because there's a load of viruses about. So what are you going to do? And if you went and took this to court, I'd like to know how many people had the masks on and how many were in the court were Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you're recording this. If you want to take this to your boss, take this to your boss and ask him if he's a Freemason Templar. And they're demanding money. Eh?
Okay, sir. I'm going to have to hang up in a minute, sir, because there is other people that I need to speak to.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Are you not willing?
Are
you not willing to go through data protection with me?
Well, I don't know who you are. You could be a fraudulent company, couldn't you? I've never heard of you. You've just actually changed your name, haven't you?
I can assure you that we aren't a fraudulent company. I can assure you that we do work on behalf.
Well, how do you know if I give you my name and details that I'm giving the true details anyway?
Because I have got them in front of me,
you haven't sent me a letter. All you've done is sent me a phone text. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so that is our way of communicating. I can't get onto your account.
Well, that is nothing official. You've got no wet signature on it, have you?
Okay, so I can't access your account without going...
dealing with. You've got to have a wet signature on a bit of paper, yeah? And then when you send me your paper, right, to my address, yeah, I then fill it in, and then I serve you all with notices, yeah? Because you're working for a fraudulent company called Freemasonry. Do you see what I mean?
Right, so
They may name themselves Yourself, whatever it is, you know, they can name themselves whatever they want. That's what they do. They name themselves all different companies and whatever. But behind the companies is Masonics, Freemasons, in their lodges, demanding money of people that are profane. So you're profane because you don't know nothing about Masons. That's what profane is, you see. Even though there are women Freemasons as well, you know. But I don't even know if you're a Freemason, really. See, that's what it's all about, taking it at face value, isn't it? Do you see what I mean? It's all face value.
Okay, I'm going to hang up now. Okay?
But I'll just let you know, I am called Prince Charles.
I have got a mate called Prince Charles. I do make myself laugh. But yeah, if you look on the screen, look, you can see all that, like these, look, Bristol and Suter. These are all just a company, yeah, and they all work together. They just name themselves different, you know, different, what do you call it? It's different company names, but behind it all, there's always a Freemason running it. Do you know what I mean? And they're designed, yeah, Freemasonry is to keep you poor, yeah, paying fines. But they don't. They get away with it all the time. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to pay anything. You know, just with a simple little, you know, Knights Templar sign or whatever. It's washed under the carpet. Do you know what I mean? It's gone. You know. Here's my next call. I can't remember which one this is, but it'll be something anyway. Let's see. This is another way of dealing with them. I don't know what this one is about, so we'll see.
We'll do nicely. How can we help today?
Hey?
How can we help you today?
How can you help me? You sent me a letter, and that's from the Traffic Enforcement Centre, County Court Business Centre. Are you actually a court then?
Yes.
Like a magistrate court, yeah?
What is County Court?
See, now this guy, when they sent me this letter, yeah, they had all over it with their magistrate courts and that, yeah, but straight away that threw up red flags. Do you know what I mean? So I actually rang them up, and you'll find out. See, this is how they try and trick you and get you to beat down. Do you know what I mean? Because they'll act like courts, they'll act like the police. Oh, we've got this enforcement with this law and with this that. You know what I mean? So what these clowns were trying to do was pretend they were actually a court. You know, like a magistrate court, or you know, like something official. Do you know what I mean? But they weren't. Do you know what I mean? They're working out of well, you'll see. Listen to the conversation. But they were pretending to be a magistrate's court. Do you know what I mean? Fraudulent.
We've got a call for authority to issue these. Yes.
What do you mean? Are you a court? You know, like are you a like a magistrate court?
Okay, we're a court. Yes.
Yeah, you're a court. Yeah. I know you're county court, business centre, but are you a magistrate court? You know, with like ushers and bailiffs and all that.
Not with ushers and bailiffs, no. Okay. The magistrate's court is completely different part of the court system anyway. But yeah.
So, but you are part of that, are you?
Yeah. Yes.
So you are so you can enforce laws, yeah?
Well, basically it's civil procedure, yes.
So civil procedures, yeah?
Yes.
There's not law then, there's civil.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a civil corporation then, yeah?
This isn't criminal in any way, yeah.
So this ain't criminal then? No, this is part and fine, which is a penalty. No, it ain't. Oh, so it's not criminal then, okay.
No.
Right, so you're a corporation then trying to levy money out of me, yeah?
Well, we're not trying to levy money ourselves. We're a council of Kings and are trying to recover.
Oh, you're trying to recover money. Okay.
Yeah.
Who sent me the letter? Because you haven't obviously wet signatured this or anything, so I don't know who to reply to. So who's in charge?
You'd have to reply to us. Yeah, at this stage you're going to reply to us. And one way of doing that is to actually complete and return the witness statement form that's enclosed with...
Yeah, but who do I send it to? Do you see what I mean? There's no one on the...
Who's St Catherine's House?
Who?
Address in Northampton. The Northampton address in Catherine's House.
Yeah, but who's in charge of this? You know, who's like, you know, who's accountable? Do you know what I mean?
Well, in what way? Sorry, you're just trying to, we're just trying to work out in what way, what are you wanting to...
Well, someone's in charge of this, isn't there? There must be a Mr. Smith or Jones who sent me the letter. Who's authorising the letter?
Well, the Borough Council of King's Lynn.
Borough Council? I thought you were a magistrate court.
Okay, right, we're going to have an idiot conversation, aren't we?
Sorry?
Right, yes, we're a council, but we're basically taking instructions of the civil court from the Borough Council of King's Lynn.
Right. So who's authorised this from the magistrates court then? So who's authorised this from the magistrates court? Who's the judge?
There's nothing to do with the magistrates court. That's completely
right. Nothing to do with the magistrate court then. Okay then. So why are you sending me from the?
It's not a criminal penalty. Yeah.
Right. So if there's not a criminal penalty, right? How can you levy money out of me if there's no court authority on this and no one signed it? So whose authority is it?
Well, ultimately the process is that
well, someone's got to be in. Who's in charge? Who's in charge?
Sorry. Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
See, now this is him, right? Yeah. See what I mean? He sends a letter that says, "Oh, we're a court, we're this court, we're that court." And this is what they do. They try and bully you into thinking they're courts and they got this right, they got that right. They've got nothing. Yeah. Every bailiff that turn up, you serve them a five letter notice. Yeah. If you need to know, go on my forum. It's there. It's on my Facebook page, the groups. Do you know what I mean? I saw I forget the bloody name now. Why am I always forgetting names? Or my head spins. You know what I mean? I get so excited, it's unreal. But yeah. So lawful descent. Yeah, lawful descent. Canada and lawful descent. Blah blah blah. Anyway, so yeah, just get over there and have a look and just send it. But this guy, see what I mean? This is what they try and do. They try and make out their magistrates' courts. You can hear it in his voice. You see what I mean? He's got no powers at all over you unless you consent. Do you know what I mean? And look, I've just put on the screen there for you. Why do bailiffs wear Masonic lapel pins when giving evidence in court? You see what I mean? Bailiffs companies train their bailiffs on attending court, including body language, which is all masonry, posturing, which is all masonry, etiquette, which is all masonry, and court procedures, which is all masonry. Yeah, bailiffs at court trained with the police training manual. Right? Male judges and magistrates are often Freemasons, right? Or brothers, and their Masonic lodge is identified by a handshake, but in court environment their lapel pin. Yeah, and I've shown you about their lapel is a secret way to garner favours in the court and police officers. Yeah, so always look for their signage. Yeah, when you go into court against anyone, it don't matter who it is, look for the signs, because they will give it to, you know, whether it's the apron signs. Do you know what I mean? Also, they're so subtle as well. They're very, very subtle. Do you know what I mean? Just watch out for them. Do you know what I mean? But this is what it is. The courts and bailiffs are just Freemasons, yeah? And the Freemasons' job in life is to keep you poor, keep you worried, and keep you scared inside, yeah? This is what the Freemasons do, and they do it to the profane. That's you, that's me. You know what I mean? See, look, Jersey made 10,000 donations to COVID funds, yeah? Why would the Freemasons donate to bailiffs? Do you know what I mean? Because they're part of the bailiffs, do you know what I mean? That's who they are. They are the bailiffs, are the Freemasons, yeah? It's no joke, you know what I mean? It's no joke at all. You know what I mean? The Freemasons only donate to their own kind, yeah? Do you know what I mean? You know, research it. Go on, I bet you the company they give it to, yeah? Oh, be proud, brethren. Congratulations, bro. Yeah, great. Oh, great stuff, Jersey Freemasons. But you watch the company, yeah? The company is run by a Freemason. I guarantee it. Research it. Go on. You know what I mean? It's in Jersey Freemasons. You know what I mean? Go have a look. I bet it's run by a Freemason, yeah? 100%. But this is it. You know what I mean? But that's what it's all about. The bailiffs are Freemasons. Once you start learning what's behind the companies. Anyway, let's carry on with this bloody idiot.
Yeah, I can either explain or we can kind of give up at this point.
Right.
So if you go into civil court, you as an applicant can take somebody else to court. So it's not the government trying to get money off you. It's an applicant, in this case, it's a council trying to recover the parking fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever's happened before we're not aware of.
Right, yeah, the parking fine, correct.
What we're offering to you is...
But whose authority? But who's in the authority?
For example, someone's got to help this penalty. Yeah, you didn't know about this fence before, you can appeal, we can get this stopped for you. We are going to try and help.
Well, the thing is, right, yeah, I don't know who you are, right? The letter could come from anywhere, yeah? No one signed it. I don't know who it's from. Do you see what I mean? And you're asking for money. So who is it? Who am I actually paying? Do you see what I mean? Whose authority am I paying?
Right, you're paying the council. They're the ones that are trying to recover the money. So
yeah, but the letter comes from court.
A query about the ticket itself you talk.
Yeah, that's the application. It's coming from King's Lynn, yeah? The park and fine. Yes. I actually parked in Great Yarmouth, Galston, so why it went to King's Lynn, I don't know. But anyway, who's in charge? Do you see what I mean? Who am I paying? Do you see what I mean? You're levying me money. Well, who sent me this letter then? Did the council?
You are paying the council. Yeah.
Right, so who sent me this letter? The council, or did the court send me this letter?
None of this money is ours, yeah.
So the court, who sent me the letter? It's a TE3. Who sent me the letter? Did you send me it, or the council?
On behalf of the council, yeah.
So you sent it on behalf of the council, right. So who sent the letter? Who authorised the letter?
Somebody at the council. They would have requested that through the court.
Right, yeah, so when they requested it through you to send this letter, yeah, someone must have said, yeah, we can send in the letter and must have authorised it.
Yeah, well, it's generally the office of the court.
Right, now who's the office of the court? That's what I'm saying. So what's the name?
The reason he couldn't give it to me, and it went obviously out of Norfolk, yeah, is because the parking fine, I was parked outside QD in the parking lot, yeah, in their, their loading bay. They do make me laugh. So what they keep doing now is they keep sending me these letters. I serve notices on the companies, yeah, and then they transfer it to, so obviously they couldn't do it in Norfolk because I served them papers, so now they sent it up to Suffolk, do you know what I mean, and then, or Sussex, or wherever the bloody hell it was, down to Bury St Edmunds, do you know what I mean, and what they keep doing now is moving it from county to county, do you know what I mean, trying to serve me, obviously levy this bloody thing for this parking fine on QD down the High Street, but they keep moving it from county to county, because once you serve them notices, bang, they can't do nothing. They got no, they got no authority. Do you see what I mean? He was, first of all, he's like a magistrate, like a courts, and then he's stuttering and blattering like that. It's just all a civil matter. Do you see what I mean? If it's civil, they can't do nothing anyway. Do you know what I mean? Well, they can't do anything anyway, regardless. Do you know what I mean? But see what I mean? This is what they do, you see, and they keep stuttering and bluttering, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, on my screen again, like I said, all of these, look, I just search for Freemasons. That's what I'm saying. Look, 1 in 5 male JPs is a Freemason, but it's a lot higher than that. Do you know what I mean? Believe me, this independent news and all this, they don't print the truth. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you go check who's your magistrate, who's a Freemason in there. The court usher is as well. I remember our one. Yeah, I know. I remember you. You hanged about with and what was going on there, but. I mean, that's what I'm saying. See, the court ushers are Freemasons, the magistrates, it's just run by Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? So it's Freemasons. There's not nothing else. Do you know what I mean? Why you keep, and then when you're pointing, that judge, he was a fucking wank. Sorry to swear. That magistrate. That prosecutor was a bloody this, that, or the other. Do you know what I mean? He weren't much cop, and you're moaning about it. But everything's decided before you even walk through that court by Masonic handshakes. Do you know what I mean? And in the lodge. Do you know what I mean? You got no chance, do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's carry on, do you know what I mean? Like I said, question, who's your Freemasons? Who's their daddies? Where'd they live? What'd they do beforehand?
There isn't an individual name, if you want him to...
No individual name, so you're trying to levy money from me, from people unknown, who ain't even putting their faces up to the whatever, is there? If I've got no face to pay, how can I pay someone who doesn't want... Who do I actually owe the money to?
You pay the council, yeah.
The council, right. Who are the council then? Do you see what I mean? I don't understand. You know what I mean? There's got to be someone who I owe the money to.
Yeah, in West Norfolk. You need to talk to them if you're talking about paying anything.
Yeah, but
Do you see what I mean? You can't. It's like the complaint service, the ring of Masonic Knights, yeah, what they put in place. What? Shut you up, yeah? These people are professional at shutting you up, and all they want is your money or whatever they're going to do. Yeah, if you complain about it or put in as notice or whatever, they want you and they want you to shut up. And they're professional. Like I said, they pass it from one. Like I said, I just put a complaint into Norfolk, and now Norfolk have bumped it to Suffolk. Do you see what I mean? Now with this dude here, I've sent him obviously blah blah. I've served them, so they'll now bump it to another. You know, like whatever county, do you know what I mean? And they keep bumping it from county to county because they got nothing to do, but in their little books they have to shut the door, do you know what I mean? You know, in the end obviously they give up or whatever, you know what I mean, blah blah blah, but they don't want to deal with it, do you know what I mean? Because like I said, as soon as you start saying, well, who, but at the end of the day, like you said, he's gone, it's the council, I owe the council. How do I owe Bury St Edmunds council for parking in Galston? Do you know what I mean? When the company that, you know, these little ticket men that keep running around putting tickets on the car, do you know what I mean? Why do I owe, you know, it goes to Bury St Edmunds, and I owe the council in Bury St Edmunds for parking in Galston, which is a different county altogether. You know what I mean? But that's what they do. This is part of their tactics and games. Anyway, the plot thickens.
Send me the letter.
Yeah, but if you're wanting to appeal it, you can do that, or you contact the council to pay it. So it's up to you.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay. I don't pay the. I'm paying this letter in. I've got to answer and respond to this letter. Yeah. So whoever sent me the letter.
Well, you can contact the council. You don't have to respond to that.
Oh, so I don't have to respond to this letter then?
No, as long as you contact the council, let them know what you're doing, then yeah, you don't have to.
Oh right, because I did. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Are you a free? By the way, are you a Freemason?
No.
Oh,
at all, no.
Oh, right, wicked. What is your name?
I wouldn't come into it anyway, yeah, so I wouldn't really come into it, so yeah.
Well, it does, because if you're Freemason, the councils are all run by Freemasons, isn't they? So, like, we're sort of like establishing how much they come into people's lives.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, yeah, so we're not...
Well, I know
so. Yeah.
What is your name then, please?
No, we're not. Yeah, the answer to that. Yeah.
What is your name?
My name's Chris.
Chris?
I'm not really going to give a surname at this point. Yeah, because
why wouldn't you give me your surname? Why wouldn't you give me your surname? You're not incriminating yourself in any way, are you?
Yeah.
I mean, how do I serve papers or serve a notice on anyone if no one can be up front in the council to say it? What? You want, sorry?
You don't have to, so...
Oh no, I didn't say you didn't have to, but the point is, how do I respond to people or take people on notice if you won't give me your name? I mean, you're an honest citizen working for an honest company or, you know, or establishment. You should be allowed to give your name, full name and address.
Just before... Yeah, okay, well that's the case, but we're not going to do anything with that information. That information is confidential and there's not going to be done with it. So
if there's someone who's corrupt in your office, how do I serve them papers?
You as a private individual with my details, I would not be inclined to trust. So...
Right. So, but I'm supposed to entrust your letter and what you're telling me over the phone then. See, I give you my name and address. I give you my name and address, but you wouldn't even give me your name. So how is that fair? Do you think that's honest? If I'm honest enough to give you my name and address, and you're not even honest enough to give me your second name, and you're working for a corporation where you're law-abiding, why is that?
We're actually the court, so yeah. So
yeah, you're the court. That's right. So you're even more honest because you work higher than above the police. Yeah. So you should have no worries about telling me your last name, so I can serve papers. I mean, someone. I
do have a worry about giving you details. I'd rather not. If this court is not going to go any further, I'm going to terminate right now. Okay. So.
Do you see what I mean? Why are you that transparency? They ask you for your name, your date, your birth, all your details, yeah, which, by the way, any Freemason can get access to with his little buddy and a handshake, yeah, so they can get all the information they need on you in any town, city around the globe, and that's literal because they just phone up their friends in any other town, city, and they will give you the information. You know what I mean? I've been abroad, and within a day, I've got Freemasons watching me, do you know what I mean, sitting near me and making comments and all that, you know. I'll get that out later anyway, that's coming. Anyway, like I said, where's the transparency? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Every person I ring up, yeah, don't give their name. The letters they send have got no signatures. They got no names on them. No nothing. No nothing. Do you know what I mean? No name. You know what I mean? I have to ring them up and go, who do I owe this money to? Who is the person? Who's the injured party? Do you know what I mean? They just go, oh, it's the council. It's the council. It's the council. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's this. Is that. Do you know what I mean? Surely I'm allowed to attend court with the injured party who I owe the money to or whatever's going on, yeah, and actually face my accusers or whatever the hell it is. Do you know what I mean? But redress is coming soon anyway, but that's another story. But let's carry on with this dude. He got but you can't get nothing out of him. But they ring you up, like I said to him, I said, you sent me a letter, it's got no signature on it, I don't even know who you are, where you are. You could be in a bloody, in any little room he's hired, levy X amount of money out of me, and what? And then they go, oh, and they send the Freemason police round then and go, oh, you've been frauded. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's another story.
I need to help you. You can speak to the council or we can go.
Right, so who am I? Right, who give me the letter? If you give me the letter, then I need to know who served the letter on me so I can respond in a proper manner.
Yeah, well, you can still respond anyway, you know. So
how can I respond? I can't respond because there's no name to it. I've got to respond with person's name.
Well, you can respond to the manager if you wish to.
Right, who's the manager? Who's the manager's name? That's it. Who's the manager? Right. What's the manager's name?
For the manager, they will get to the manager.
Yeah, what's the name?
Really important. They will get to the manager.
Yeah, what's the manager's name?
You'll get to the manager.
What's the manager's name? Who? Hello?
No.
Hello?
Right, there isn't a name. You just put it for the attention of the manager. A manager will deal with it.
So I just put attention to the manager, right?
And he hangs up on me. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm saying. See, there's no transparency. They just hang up on you. Do you know what I mean? You do it. This is supposed to be an official, he sent me magistrates. Do you know what I mean? That he was a magistrate court. Do you know what I mean? And there's no no transparency in anything that they're saying or doing. Do you know what I mean? I'm asking who sent me the bloody letter? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no name on it. You know what I mean? He started to make out like he's a magistrate court, and then when you get down to the nitty-gritty, no, he's not. He's just a civil, it turns into a civil. So, first of all, I'm looking at, big police army are going to come round, the magistrates are saying it's a magistrate. Then it turns out he's just a civil, law enforcement, Masonic, bloody bailiff trying to claim money off me. Do you know what I mean? This is what they do. They trick you. They try and frighten you. Like I said, stand your ground, baby. Oh, remember, girls, I'm a 50p a kiss, £1 a dance. If I like your kiss, I'll give you your money back and give you £1 for 2 more goes. How about that? Right, anyway, here we go. Lovely. I love it. Here's my last one. I think that's my last one. I've got so many of these, do you know what I mean? But this is just some of my, but it just shows you what they do to try and levy money out of you. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, stop calling them bailiffs, they're Freemasons. Stop calling the police, they're Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Your judges, your magistrates, yeah? Everything you do, you ought to be going in and asking, who's a Freemason? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's waking up to who the Freemasons are now, but you've got to put them on, you know what I mean? When they come to your door, when you go to the police station, am I dealing with a Freemason here? Are you actually working for the you know what I mean? Put it on.
Josh, please. Hello, who's that, please?
I'm calling from the Sshhed group. It's regarding an outstanding legal matter. Is that Mr. McIntosh?
Oh yeah, this is Sshhed group again. Yeah, this is their third call or the first call, I can't remember. But here we go again with he tries his Masonic mind tricks. Join me and you too can be profane.
Hello? I've done that. Who are you trying to get hold of?
Mr. McIntosh.
Can you confirm who you are?
Yeah, I've just confirmed. The Sshhed group, we work on behalf of the courts.
Yeah,
it's regarding an outstanding legal matter.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that.
Okay, so you Mr. McIntosh?
I don't need to confirm that, do I?
Well,
have you got my notices?
So I can ascertain whether you are the person I need to speak to.
Well, it doesn't matter. You need to ascertain it in court, don't you, really? But I don't stand in your court.
Well, obviously we work on behalf of the court, so it's already been through court.
All right.
Okay, so you Mr. McIntosh, yes or no?
No, I ain't saying anything.
Right, no problem. Have a nice day.
Okay, have a great day. As Cedar Group. Oh, you gone? Hello? Oh,
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just making a note.
I'm just saying, as a Cedar Group, how many Freemasons of the are top level Freemasons working for you?
I'm not obliged to answer that. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, why? Why aren't you obliged to answer that? Why am I obliged to?
Because I'm not.
Why are people obliged to answer your questions when you're knocking on the door?
I've asked you a question if you're Mr. McIntosh. You stated your notes, so I'm going to make my notes, and then it'll just be made to the next step, so that's perfectly fine. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.
It can
go. And that's, you know, like I said, always bring in Freemasonry. They hate it. You know what I mean? Especially if they are Freemasons, which they are anyway. You know what I mean? Obviously, they do have Profane working for them, but they're like, they don't even know what they're working for. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, when people, as soon as they ring up trying to get your name and address, trying to ascertain if they get their name and address, and try and remember, record everything. I use ACR or something. Do you know what I mean? Automatic calls recorded and that, you know. But yeah, keep on top of it. You know what I mean? Remember, bailiffs and magistrates, police, they're all Freemasons, yeah? You know what I mean? And if I could put, I just wish I could, you know, like, just put like a G on on everything that's Masonic within a town and city, yeah? And you'd actually be surprised how much ownership they have. Now, I don't mean land, property, businesses. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? Because they're all the millionaires and all the, you know, they're the ones with all the money. Anyway, that's about it. I love it. You know what I mean? I've got, you know, obviously I'm doing, you know, look, I'm done with Britain. You know, I'm back with that again. I've already done that one. But, yeah, there he is. Look, this is what your Freemate. Look, that's a bailiff. Look, that could be a bailiff. That can be your policeman. Do you know what I mean? Quarterly communications. I don't know what it's about, but I'm going to put it in my next video, I think. I can't remember why I was going there. Risk takers, caretakers and undertakers. Oh yes, they're undertakers as well. Yeah, and the reason they work the undertakers, yeah, is because everyone has to be buried, don't they, yeah? So you think how much money it takes to get someone buried nowadays, yeah? Right? So they're guaranteed money every time they bury someone. Do you see what I mean? They're guaranteed everyone is going to get buried. Do you know what I mean? Well, unless you fall in the sea or get thrown in the sea if you're murdered and you get eaten by the fishies. But everyone gets buried. Do you know what I mean? They're even burying people just in coffins when they're not even, no bodies in there. Do you know what I mean? So think about that, you know. I mean, I'm more than likely be buried under some underpass or something, or under some Masonic lodge. You know what I mean? Under one of their temples, because they're after me. I get surrounded and followed. I'm telling you, I won't follow or surround anyone. I'm just going to walk right up to him. That's what I'll do when I'm ready. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, Freemasons, policemen, bailiff, undertakers, you know what I mean? But they take the undertaker, they're undertakers because there's a lot of money in it. You see, they own all businesses where there's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? If people are, you know, are using a lot of things, that Freemasons guarantee will be running it. Do you know what I mean? Because of the money. So yeah. So there you go. But yeah, look them up. And I've got another video coming soon just to finish that other one off. I still haven't done riding the goat. I'm sitting there ready to rock and roll, riding the goat. You know what I mean? I love riding the goat. You know what I mean? There they are. Look. But you know, that's another one. I'm getting on there soon. Anyway, that's, like I said, if you get bailiffs round on the door, yeah, just make sure you ask and make sure they're not Freemasons, including the police. So I got drink my drink. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much. I hope everyone's had a great day. And remember, tune in again for some more Masonic foolhardery, or whatever the bloody word is. Have a great day.